It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
He'll decide to keep this once more. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long. It's Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivered.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Johnson to return it. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Watson on 1st down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 79 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. The Browns at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Browns drive about to get started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 155 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 71 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the option right, Herbert. And he stopped immediately there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, and that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Now here's the option play going left. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now a first down throw, Watson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
David Njoku got a huge vote of confidence from the Cleveland Browns when they named him their franchise player this past offseason. That has a lot of people expecting a long-awaited, big-time breakout from the 6-year tight end. And he comes through with a first-down catch on that previous play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Watson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson is going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper as time expires in the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Eckler is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On 4th down, Herbert, the quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Stephon Diggs from 3 yards out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40. Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it. And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation. The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Herbert now. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy. Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They begin this drive with Chubb. And some room to maneuver. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, 199 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They run again on first down. Chubb. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the red zone now, Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Touchdown, Browns! Marquise Goodwin, a 15-yard touchdown Brown. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game.
And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Herbert off of play action. Going deep for Diggs. They've got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Justin Herbert. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Running for it. Here's Chubb. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep,
He stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. That one goes for 24 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's an option play left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They snap it to Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much